Alright guys, this is my first broadcast, so I don't know how this is gonna go whatsoever. Probably gonna be funny, probably gonna be stupid, I don't know. Hope you guys enjoy it. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. If you don't like it, don't watch. We're working on the Crater Lake Forestry Challenge that me, AJ Sims, and Jethro 440 have designed for Farming Simulator 19. If you go to Facebook and type in hashtag Crater Lake Forestry Challenge, there will be a bunch of posts associated with it, including one with rules and regulations on what you need to complete this challenge. It's not very difficult, I don't think. I'll try my best to keep up with the comments if anybody ever joins. If you're watching this after the stream, I appreciate you. Thank you. Right now, I'm hoping to hook on to... Oh, it's already hooked up. Hooking onto the low bed. Gonna go haul equipment to the next piece of land, because that was part of the challenge rules, is you had to float all your equipment. You couldn't drive any equipment other than trucks on the road. Hey Alistair, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining in. Right now, we're headed up here to where the house is to be bought. I just purchased the second plot of land, and so we're gonna haul the processor and some of the other equipment up there, get started cutting on it. I guess I'll take you through and show you. I got the house placed. I guess we'll just go into the map and travel there. And I'm glad the stream's looking good. Thanks for that. So I don't know why it won't let me out of here. Oh, wrong door, that's why. So this is up at the top of the hill. I got the log cabin placed down. As you can see, there's no leased items, which is another part of the criteria for the challenge. Everything is owned. I gotta find the processor. It's over here somewhere. So how are you doing, Alistair? Did you get that recording done you were telling me about? Oh man, that's not good. You still gonna be able to use it, you think, or not really? And if you wouldn't mind messaging Jethro and just let him know that I'm live, because I can't figure out how to send a link to him. And I'm glad you still were able to use it. That kind of sucks that you had to load into the game 3 different times, but at least you got it in there and didn't have to struggle too bad. Speaking of that, it looks like this truck's struggling pretty bad with this hill. This makes for some boring content, but that's alright, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of a learning process, so I hope people stick with me. And Alistair, I appreciate all the help you've given me. If anybody watches this or joins after the stream, go check out AJ Sims Gaming. He's been a big influence on this challenge, as well as everything I've been doing in Farming Simulator to get better at logging. He's been a big part of that. We actually have a mutual friend is how we got to speaking with each other, but he's a great guy and he seems like he's very helpful, so go check him out, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go down and get the skidder, and then we'll get the tractor with the dozer blade and the stump grinder on it, because that's another part of the challenge, is that when you're cutting on the land, when you leave it, you can't have any stumps left behind. So we had to buy one with a stump grinder attached to it. Kind of regret doing that, to be honest. Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you sharing it for me. Sometime after the stream, I'll have to get a hold of you so you can tell me where to find the links on YouTube there, so I can share it out too. Like I said, I'm fairly new at it, so I appreciate your helping me out there. Thanks, Jethro, and hope work's going good. Hope you're staying safe. I'm sure I'll be talking with you later anyhow. Oh boy, that didn't go so good. But I appreciate you tuning in for a moment, and I'll talk to you later, I'm sure, depending on how long you are going to stay in here now. Alright, so the skidder's on there. I appreciate it, Jethro, I really do. Hopefully I'm not off of here before you get home from work. If so, I appreciate that you're going to view after. I don't think this old military truck is the one to be hauling equipment with, but it's all we got right now, so I guess that's what we're going to run with. Maybe we'll be able to get enough speed with this to get up over this hill, but I doubt it. A little better than last time, I suppose. Yeah, it's not bad. I just wish it had a little more power. I don't know if you probably don't use it much being on PC, but the new TLX 9000 Semi, I really enjoy using that. That one's got plenty of power. Yeah, I was watching some of your Ramna videos, or Ramna, I'm not sure how you say that, but I was watching some of those earlier today, and you've got some really neat looking trucks on PC there, buddy. Um, yeah, I tried to play PC a little bit when I first got the game, but I don't know, the graphics weren't as good because I don't think my computer can run it, and I found that using the keyboard was extremely difficult, at least for me. I know you've got a pretty cool setup. Hopefully we'll get on PC here soon. And the other problem I had was that I couldn't figure out why some of the mods online would download and go into the game and some of them wouldn't. I unzipped them all, so I don't know what I did, but you know, I like console. Not a lot of guys do it anymore. Not a lot of guys log on console anymore, I should say. A lot of guys farm on here, but that's not really my cup of tea, but that would be awesome. I did download some of FDR's stuff, and I had some trouble getting the different heads to connect to the machines, and I don't know, I just have no idea how their control system works. I'm so used to console and controller and whatnot, and now I've got the Logitech steering wheel and a couple other goodies here on console, so I'm getting pretty used to the way it's set up now. Probably would help to unstrap that, but the only thing that's strappable is that dozer blade, so that one strap. Yeah, from what I found, FDR's controls are different, and I couldn't get my setup to work on PC, so I was just using the keyboard, and the keyboard made it to be a bit of a pain in the butt. But I'm sure if I hook them joysticks up, because I just got those today, so if I hook them up, I'm sure I'd be a bit easier there. So now we'll take this low bed back down to the store, hook onto the log trailer, bring the log crane up. I've been using an old military crane truck to load logs with because I'm not very good with anything else, but it's also a very cheap option. Yeah, I think I have the version of joysticks before the ones that you have. They're the same color, they look the same, but they're not the really, really expensive ones. These ones were like $160 for both of them. Oh really? I haven't seen that video yet, so that will definitely be something worth looking into for me, I believe. Yes, I have buttons and mini sticks on the top. There's one that looks like it's just like an analog stick on a controller almost, just a little shorter. And there's a bunch of buttons I think there's 4 or 5 buttons on the top of each joystick, plus a trigger for your finger as well. I was a little disappointed that they wouldn't work with console. I probably should have listened to the guys that said that it's not supported, but I was kind of hoping, so I bought them. But, you know, that was my own fault. But if I ever get a PC, I'll already be set, so. Yeah, they really are a pain. I wish they had some more options. I know Xbox has a setup where you can hook up joysticks and it'll work in this game, but I guess PS4 and Sony didn't want to jump on the bandwagon with the adaptive controller and things of that nature. But, oh well. Not a huge deal. So I usually don't flip to vehicles like this, but I really don't want to walk all the way back down there. So if you're watching the stream after and you like realism, close your eyes. And yeah, just taking the bus. I didn't want to walk, so I flagged down a cab. Hey, NDG, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream, bud. Appreciate the support. Yes, this is the Crater Lake Login Challenge. I'm already through with the first piece of land where the house is supposed to go. So I bought the second part and just finished getting all the equipment over here. I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it a lot. I don't know if you said you were going live later. I'll definitely be tuning into that as well. Eastern time? Oh yeah, then you're on the same time zone as me. I'm not sure where you're from, but yeah, you're in the same time zone as me. Oh, nice. Yeah, I haven't been to North Carolina, but I've been to Tennessee and Virginia and places down that way. Yeah, AJ, it's what, like 10, 11 o'clock over there? Oh yeah, so yeah, I could see you being tucked into bed way before we even started streaming. Especially me and Jethro, because we get on around 9 o'clock here, so that's like 2 or 3 in the morning where you are. How the heck did you and Jethro ever get to play together with the time difference being like that? And sorry if the stream's a little dry, guys. First one, so just bear with me a little here. Appreciate you guys sticking it out with me. I appreciate that, guys. We're trying like heck here, man. Trying to keep it PG, which if you've ever spoken to me in real life, you know that's very difficult for me to do. But I know a lot of you guys have kids that you guys try and keep your streams for, so hoping that I can make it kid friendly too. Yeah, if you, we won't flag it, but if F this, F that, they probably will, or how does, how does that work? And AJ, I'm really looking forward to seeing that new video you got coming out. I really like your Ramna series there, especially with the helicopter. That was really neat. NDG, do you have anything planned for this coming week? Besides streams, do you still put up videos or just mostly live streams? Oh, so, Homeworld is a real place, huh? And yeah, NDG, I don't blame you. I tried editing videos, and I'd get them recorded and I'd listen to them or whatever, and I didn't like how they sounded or how they looked, so I scrapped the idea. I think I'm gonna just say screw it and go live stream all the time. I think it's easier. Yeah, that was my problem too. That and like, I knew I was recording myself for whatever reason. When I knew I was recording myself, I would make a lot of mistakes, and then I'd get a little upset with it and end up screwing stuff up more. So I ended up scrapping a lot of the videos. Me and Jethro had a series going that was turning out pretty funny, but somehow he lost the content, which was too bad, so I didn't post my side of it. But and yeah, that was the other thing, is I had trouble trying to decide what people would want to see in a video like that. So with the live streams, you're either gonna watch it or you're not, and quite frankly, I'd like people to watch it, but if they don't, it's not gonna break my heart, you know what I mean? I am thankful for each and every one of you guys that is supporting me, but I definitely wasn't even expecting this much, you know? There's 3 of you. Welcome to the stream, 3rd viewer. We're working on the Crater Lake Forestry Challenge on Farm Sim 2019. AJ, I'm sure Jethro has told you, but you heard about the IT runner shed that Missy B is making based on his idea, right? And yeah, I guess that's a good way to put it too. If they like watching live, they're gonna come back, I guess. Yeah, kind of like the group we got going in your stream and Jethro and Bruce's, and we're all just kind of there for each other, man. That's awesome, man. I didn't know she was helping you out as well. That's pretty cool. Is that for that little log rack thing you got going? And yeah, NDG, I know what you're saying with the 5.5 hour stream, but if chat's going strong and you guys are enjoying yourselves, I don't see a problem with it, you know? Like you said last night in your stream, if chat's still going, you're still going, which is kind of nice for some of us where we only talk to each other on that. And sure, so the idea of the challenge, actually, so you start out on Crater Lake, and you start out on Farm Manager. You start out with $1.25 million, no equipment, no lands. When you spawn into the game, it does come with a truck. You can keep it or sell it, I don't care. No leasing at all. No small money mods, no government subsidy. You gotta work for it. So the first thing you need to buy is all of these roads. That are blue. And then once you've bought that, you can't really do anything with them. It just allows you to, you know, if a tree falls in the road, you can cut it. And I thought that it would just make you use some money. And then the second piece you have to buy is this one where the house is here. And then you have to place a farmhouse on it and cut enough wood to afford the next piece. So basically what you're trying to do is buy every piece of land that has one of these, let's call them yards, like the little circles here. You gotta buy every piece in the order that is set. There's a photo on Facebook somewhere with the order in which they need to be purchased. But so you cut on this one until you can move to the next one, which is where I'm at now. And once you purchase the next yard, you need to pack up all your stuff and move all of your equipment to the next yard. You can't keep making money off the old one because there's enough trees on this one piece of land you could have them all bought and have to do nothing. So the other thing is you cannot drive heavy equipment on the road. Everything but trucks and trailers that are supposed to be driven on the road must be floated. Your processors, your skidders, your loaders, whatever you're using needs to be on a low bed trailer from place to place. And you must grind all of your stumps away on the property that you're leaving. So when I left this property, I had to grind all the stumps out before I could move. There's no There's no real winner or anything. It's just who can finish it, what did you finish with, just to give some people some structure, basically. But other than that, mods are up to you, as long as they're not, you know, cheap mods or anything like that. Any trucks, any equipment, anything you want. Yes, AJ, thank you for putting that in there. Like he said, if you look up hashtag Crater Lake Forestry Challenge on Facebook, you'll see the post with all the rules. I am apparently stuck on a stump. Man, that stump really screwed me up. I'm kind of out of my rhythm now. And NDG, that would be awesome if it's in your lineup. I know you probably got a lot of stuff going on right now, but that would be really cool to see. And AJ, yeah, I was trying to put it in the description for reference, but for whatever reason it wouldn't let me put a hashtag in the description. I did, however, put it in the title for the video. What other ones are you running, NDG, besides Jethro's Challenge and that Blue Mountain Valley map? Are you still on Bucks County or no? Oh, nice. Is Bucks County the one you're doing the super farm on? Jethro was talking to me about it the other night. You've got some kind of super farm going. Well, that wasn't quite what I was expecting to happen, but I guess it'll work. That's awesome, NDG. That's really cool. Somebody keeps blowing up my phone and I don't know who that is, but whatever. If you're in here watching the stream, I'll answer you after the stream. $500 pigs already, eh? That's a lot of bacon, man. Oh, that's my wife, everybody. I guess she's ordering pizza from a local pizza joint. And yes, the answer is always yes to pizza. Yeah, what NDG said. I don't care. You know what I enjoy for pizza, so whatever you're feeling. Yeah, I thought it was kind of a neat truck myself. It's really cheap too. This truck I think was 40,000, and then the one pull in the log trailer was 33, I think, 33, 35, somewhere in there. So it's a good option if you're looking for a small farm, cheap. Yeah, I think they are old army trucks myself. I thought it was kind of neat. The only bad thing about them is they're very slow, very underpowered, but they work for what they're intended for, I guess. About to knock that trailer over. Probably shouldn't do that. Yeah. I like the older stuff with like no power and all that stuff. I think it adds to the challenge, and That's how farmers around me are actually farming, you know. They don't have the best of everything. Most of them drive old junk pickups around, and I don't know. I just enjoy it that way. I usually log with full length or close to it, like 45-foot logs, so 15 meter logs there. But for the sake of this challenge, 8-meter logs bring you much more money, so we're doing it this way for just the sake of the challenge, I guess. Make it a little easier for ourselves. Oh, apparently I missed with that one log, so we'll see if we can't knock it off and reach over and get it. Yeah, most trailers in this game are actually set up for 4 meters, but I found that this trailer, which is the T-Rex 8000/6, I found that you can actually change the bunk configuration. So there's the first 3 are 1 8-meter log length, and then the second 3 are for a second one, so you can fit a lot of wood on this trailer. And as my friend Jethro, all our friend Jethro technically, as he says, strap your load down before you screw it up. Now comes the fun part, trying to load logs behind that other one. Hopefully I can get them on there neat enough. Yeah, Alistair, you lucky bastard, you. With your sticks and stuff on PC. I will be joining the dark side soon enough. But as for right now, I'm stuck with console, so... And I know, since you used to play on console, you know how hard it is to keep logs on a trailer. But yeah, I definitely really like to try out some of that FDR stuff. Now that I have them joysticks, I might just set them up for a day or two if you're up for a game, and try it on that crappy laptop I've got, and see if we can at least get it to work well enough so I can try it out, you know? Well, that's different, huh? One wrong move and it all flies away. Is that because of FDR's handiwork, or is that just how PC works? From everybody I've talked to, FDR is not the most wonderful guy in the world. So, but I have heard about that with his grapples and all being messed up, so if you grab too tightly they fly away or something like that. Alright, NDG. Oh really? That would be cool. And yeah, I don't think the PC I have is that bad. It's actually my wife's PC, but the only thing I don't like about it is the graphics of the game kind of suck. But I think it'll run it just fine. And AJ, I'm sure you can probably make a neater looking load than this, but console. That's all I got to say, console. Oh really? So it's more set up like a real life grapple and whatnot. That's kind of cool though. But it also isn't very realistic, the fact that it shoots stuff across the map, you know. Oh, I didn't know he made trees too, like on his maps, or I already have it downloaded on Steam. I messed around with it a bit. I don't think I have the Platinum Edition or any of that stuff. I think I just have the regular game, but I do have it. That's pretty cool. Are the trees in his configuration bigger too, so you get more wood out of a tree, or Is it just the mechanics of the tree itself? Well, that's pretty cool. Fuck that all up. See if we can straighten it out. AJ, I don't know if you have any issues with it, but I find depth perception in this game to be very difficult to come by. I couldn't figure out how to get his maps on PC either. Like, that was one of the mods I had trouble with. Like, when I went into the load start screen, or the load screen to get a new save going, his map wasn't there, but it showed that it was downloaded in the mod list. So I don't understand why that was happening. Oh, you don't have to unzip the files anymore? I thought you did. I thought you had to unzip them. Is it that way for everything or just maps now? Oh, so all you have to do is copy them to the mod, or download them into the mod folder and they should work. No more extracting files or anything, just copy and paste pretty much. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Maybe that's why it hasn't worked. Because I never knew you had to not be in the game or to restart it. So that explains it. $35 grand for that load of wood. I will definitely take that, man. Man, this thing goes so much better up and down these roads with no load on. It's ridiculous. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna try and stay on as long as I can tonight. My mother-in-law's here. Don't you guys just love it when that happens? But yeah, so gonna try and stay on here tonight for at least another couple of hours. But we'll see what happens, I guess. I got a feeling my wife is gonna come in here and smack me for that comment if she's still on here. AJ, are you still in here? NDG, either of you guys? That's awesome, man. I imagine it's almost probably midnight for you, just about 11, somewhere in there. Are you on Ramna right now or another one? And you probably use FDR's buncher, never mind. I'm really jealous though. I can't run a buncher to save my life. I tried it yesterday and I was dropping trees all over the cab of the machine. Finally said screw it and stopped trying to do it. That's awesome, man. I wish we got some of those mods on console. I don't think we'll ever get them because, you know, I think FDR is a whiny little bad word, but you know, I guess he makes good mods. He just doesn't seem like a people person. That's really cool. That's really cool, man. I wish, that's one thing I definitely wish we had, even if it wasn't equipment. I wish we had that mod to make it a little more realistic. What do you use there on console for a skidder, AJ? Or on PC, not console. Sorry. Oh, really? I didn't know he actually went and talked to him. The last I had heard is that, you know, he had a few mods on console before. They told him he couldn't have all his mods on console, so he took them all off, and, he doesn't get paid to make the mods anyway, so, I think he should stop, like, withholding them. The ones that we can have on here, I think he should allow on here, but, that's just me. I don't think I'm going to change his mind, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have said that about him. I mean, I'm sure he's a nice guy to talk to and all, I don't know. I feel some type of way, because console doesn't have crap for mods, man. I will admit, though, the little bit I have messed around on PC with this game, his mods are wicked cool looking. I think I'm gonna go buy a skidder, or not a skidder, a wood chipper. For all that smaller stuff. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. He does have quite an empire going of logging machines on PC there. So I guess good for him. If I ever join the PC crowd, which I hope to be doing soon, I'm sure my opinion of that guy's gonna change. But as far as me staying on console and still not having any mods to play with, I think I'm gonna continue to whine about it. Alistair, how do you like that helicopter he came out with? That thing looked pretty cool. I watched your heli logging video on there today. And yeah, precisely, I'm whining because I'm missing out. Yep, I know. Like, I'm not even saying that sarcastically. I'm whining like a little girl because I don't have what you have. But that's because I'm poor. So it'll happen eventually. In all seriousness though, AJ, how do you think this stream is going for my first one? Your input's been really helpful this far, so curious to see what you think. And yeah, that would be really cool. Kind of a funny shaped one, I thought, though. Like, it doesn't look much like a helicopter, if you ask me, but then again, I haven't seen any logging helicopters in real life, so I've just never seen a helicopter with no bottom to it. I'm glad you feel that way, man. We're trying real hard to keep it entertaining for you folks. All three of you. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's pretty neat, though. Can you pick up a load of wood in one turn with that thing, or not quite that much? Got in there, but I'm not unloading it to fix it, so wood chipper it goes, I guess. That's what we bought it for. I suppose I ought to unfold it first, huh? why this keeps dropping, but that looked like it might have worked good. Of course, I bought a wood chipper and didn't buy a dump truck, but whatever. Apparently there's people leaving the stream, but farewell. Hope you guys have a good time. AJ, if you're still in here, is your Ramna series gonna be all helicopter logging, or what's your plans for it? Wow, 111 comments. I appreciate you guys. It's mostly AJ, but anybody who commented or is gonna comment, I appreciate you. Oh yeah, that's pretty neat, buddy. You've got, I'm sure most of it's FDR stuff, but is there stuff that isn't made by FDR? I know you got that giant wood chipper in there. That thing's pretty neat. Oh, and you're gonna do different episodes. I see. That's pretty neat. Um, I saw that one on that big wood chipper. Is that a new mod? 'Cause I don't think I've ever seen any other videos with that in it yet. Oh, really? It came from 17. And, the Ponzi Bear, huh? You and Jethro are both really big fans of that thing, then? And I saw that one on the Komatsu Forester, or the Komatsu Forwarder, rather, sorry. And, that was a really cool video, man. Jethro actually, taught me how to run that when we first started playing, and every time I get on with him and he's the one processing, it's always the bear. Really? What makes them better on PC too? Like, what's different about them? And I don't know about all that. I like that John Deere tracked one. The John Deere tracked processor pretty well. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm not a fan of on console, is the fact that even the grapples on the like the Komatsu Forwarder are like, you grab too much and they get all like noodly and bent and weird. And does it do that on console still or no? Or on PC rather? I'm sorry. Yeah, that Libier is a pretty great machine. Me and Jethro both use the wheeled one quite often. More so him than myself, but I guess I'm gonna have to learn to use it, because I don't know if you've heard, but he's coming back to Smoky Bacon Island with me. Made a bet with him in one of his live streams, and so now we're going back, I guess. I am not paying any kind of attention because that is all messed up. Yeah, I bet the joysticks must help a lot with, as far as that goes. I feel like you got a lot more control of what you're trying to work with than you do just like a controller or whatever. I've gotten a little better. I got they put out a side panel and steering wheel with the game that works for PS4, and I've been using that side panel with the little joystick, but I would imagine dual joysticks work a lot better. You think you could come out of console retirement and help us on Smoky Bacon, or it'd be real cool to play with you, man. I don't think I've ever played with you because I've only known Jeremy for a few months here. And yeah, that's the most confusing part. That's why I play with my help help menu open, because a lot of the machines I'm not used to running. I don't know what the functions are. I don't know how you and Jeremy play with your help window and your map off. I'd get lost all the time. Oh, I bet you'd pick it right back up, man. You and Jethro are probably the two best console loggers before you switched that I knew. Like, you guys are the only ones I've ever played with that didn't use a wheel loader to load trucks. Yeah, I saw that in your video today that I was watching, that one with the beast chipper on it. That didn't have any of that on either. And that's what I meant, is I would get lost trying to navigate through a map with none of that stuff on. How long ago did you make the switch to PC? Because I've known Jeremy since probably the middle of November, and I've always heard stories about you, but I don't think I've ever played with you. Correct me if I'm wrong there, buddy, if we've ever played together. Well, I messed that up, didn't I? I hit that bunk. If I check out your first video... Oh, really? That's cool. I like Dark Forest a lot. And yeah, then if you made the switch in July, then I never would have got to play with you. You ought to dust that thing off sometime and come back to Port Country with me and Jethro. We can even do a base game, no mods if that's what you prefer, so that way we can all be as not as well versed in the equipment, I guess you would say. I think Jeremy was telling me the other day that you said he was the unknown yet undisputed console king of logging, and I think I very much agree with you. I don't know anybody else that can pick up 2 logs with a Ponzi bear. AJ, I really appreciate you sticking around with me through the whole stream. I think it's you and my wife actually in here still watching. If you're not my wife and you are watching this, that as the other viewer, I'm sorry for comparing you to my wife. But, yeah, I think it's just you and my wife, so, I think I'm gonna do one more load of, or I'm gonna load this one more time and, get on out of here for the night. Yeah, literally. He beats himself so hard. He definitely doesn't like messing up, that's for sure. Especially if he's in multiplayer with someone watching. But, I gotta give the kid credit. He's one of the best console players I've ever seen. For anybody watching after the stream or watching now that would like to check him out, Jethro 440 Gaming on YouTube and Facebook is a mutual friend of mine and AJ Sims here. And you should definitely go check him out. Lots of good content. He and I actually are thinking about putting a series together on here. I don't know quite what we're gonna do yet. I know we made a multiplayer version of this challenge here, so go follow him, subscribe, like, whatever you guys want to do. He's a good guy. Same goes for AJ Sims, who you're seeing blowing up the comments here. He's a really good guy. He's been helpful to me the last couple weeks. I've been reaching out to him and all. And AJ, I really appreciate you deciding to stick it out for the remainder of the stream here. Yeah, and it's been the same way for me too. We've had a couple of rough nights. We were on that new map, Ravensburg or something I think it's called, and there was 3 of us in there, and 2 of them were streaming, and the lag was so bad that you couldn't do nothing. Couldn't do nothing in there, man. I don't know why this camera keeps moving, but we'll deal with it, I guess. Yeah, it was me and a guy named Greg and Jethro. I don't know if you've ever met or played with Greg. I assume you have, because he was on Jethro's Dark Forest, or Jethro's St. Croix map, which I'm pretty sure you were a part of. But yeah, it was me and them 2 guys, and they were both trying to stream it, and I was the only one that couldn't get anything done because it was lagging so badly for me that couldn't do nothing. But it was still entertaining. It was actually pretty funny after looking at it. Yeah. Yeah, I just recently met up with Greg through Jethro, and we've been playing, the 3 of us here, for a little while. Pretty good time with him. Holy crap, man, 132 comments on the stream. That's crazy, man. My first stream went a lot better than I expected it to. AJ, does that happen with FDR stuff too, where it has to be in exactly the right place to cut the tree? Or is that just a console thing? Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine it's a lot less. AJ, I hear you've got this whole challenge figured out already. That's pretty cool, man. Jethro said you knew exactly what you're gonna need and how you're gonna do it. That's pretty neat. Yeah, that's how I am too. Oh, I could get it done with this, but this would be so much cooler, and it just goes out the window. And why are you refraining yourself? You just don't have the money for it, or? Because like I said, as long as it ain't a small money mod or government subsidy, you're pretty much allowed to use it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, from what Jethro was saying, I think the way you've figured out to do it will give a pretty good amount of gameplay, and I think with the length of time you figured out it would take, it seems like a lot of people would still be interested in doing it. So, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's going to be a lot of content. And the nice thing with that is you can probably record it all in one sitting and then break up the videos and post them at separate times, I would imagine. When is that first episode supposed to come out again? I know you told me, but I've forgotten now. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. That's awesome, man. I'll definitely be on the lookout for it. I'm really looking forward to see what you do with this. And I don't know how you feel about it, but after interest dies down on this one, I think I'm gonna put another one together on a different map and make the rules a bit more challenging and see how far I can get people to take this. And I don't know, I think it's neat having people have a little bit of structure in the game, and because I know quite a few people on here or in the Facebook groups or wherever that are, you know, myself and Jethro included, and I'm sure you as well. We just, sometimes we sit there and stare at the screen because we don't know where we want to go or what we want to do, and I think these challenges are giving people a new, something different to out, or, you know, something like that. I think it's good. And yeah, man, if you're up for the challenge, it's going to be open to all platforms again, so if you want to help me out with some of the kind of the inventing or ideas, I guess you'd call it, that would be kind of neat. So it would be fun for not only console guys, but for you PC players too. Yeah, I would imagine, because you've got a lot of different episodes out, and so I would imagine you don't lose direction much, but for us guys that only do it, you know, every once in a while or whatever, we kind of struggle with where to go next, and I think these challenges are going to help a lot with that. Plus, it'll give you some new content as well. I saw your comment, buddy, but I don't think it's all there, so I'm gonna wait until I hear the other half, or see the other half rather. But as far as it goes for keeping it challenging and whatnot, and working for all platforms, I think it'll definitely be a challenge for me to even design one that'll work good for both PC and console players. But that's kind of why this one, I didn't do a whole lot of restrictive mods, like what you weren't allowed, and, you know, just let guys take it for what it is, and however they could do it is how they could do it. I mean, I think I think if we stuck to just mods that were in Mod Hub, it would be a lot easier to make fair, but I feel like it would also irritate a lot of a lot of PC players because they do have so much more at their disposal. But I think that is probably the only way that this challenge or the next challenge would be even remotely close to similar. And yeah, I hope to get to that point as well, where I can kind of structure what I'm gonna upload and when it's gonna go. But at this point, I'm just kind of winging it on a kind of a wing and a prayer, I suppose. I'd like to get a little more popularity and then start doing episodes. And yeah, that's what I was thinking too, is like Mod Hub's not a terrible place to get mods from by any means. There's just a lot of things on PC that make it a lot nicer for you guys, but it's definitely not a necessary thing, you know, and I think that would make it a lot more fun across the board if everybody had the same thing. Yeah. I'll have to talk to you after the stream about how to get, get links to my streams out of here and everything, like how to share them once I am gonna go live, so I can start building a community on my own as well. Like, I appreciate you guys all streaming, but I don't, all sharing my stream, but I also don't want you guys to have to do all the legwork to get me started, you know? I know there is a way to do it, because Jethro and everybody else that I see does it, so just gotta find out how to do it, is all. Yeah, man, that would be cool. I kind of figured you were gonna head to bed after this stream anyway. Sorry it's taking me so long to load this truck, but I do definitely appreciate you sticking around with me here. Even if I don't have enough wood to fill it, I'm just gonna send it to the mill anyway. Well, buddy, we're almost out of wood here. After that, I'm just going to take it down to the mill and get off of here. But thanks everybody that watched and subscribed and liked and all that fun stuff. And hopefully I'll see you guys again on the next one. Hopefully here could even be tomorrow. I don't know what I got going on yet. But I know Jethro's gonna watch it later, so thanks to you, buddy, because without you I probably wouldn't have had the confidence or the skill to even make live interesting. So thanks for pushing me on that. I really appreciate you too. You've taught me quite a bit, and I'm kind of glad we can help each other grow within the YouTube community here. Kind of neat, if you ask me. But now we're just down to peckerwood here, but whatever, it can fit on the truck, so it ain't even going to be a full load. Screw it, that's good enough for me. Just strap the load down and get the heck out of Dodge, I guess. Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate that. Thanks for sharing me around, and I'm sure I'll catch up with you. I don't know what you're doing for the rest of the night, but I can either catch up with you tonight or tomorrow, whatever works better for you, bud. But I definitely appreciate you, and you and Jethro both, and anybody else who's been watching this stream tonight, thank you. I hope that we can get bigger numbers and more people watching and all that stuff here pretty soon, but I definitely appreciate the guys that were here from day one, so yeah, man, that's fine. Have a good night, man. I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow, but if you message me, I'll answer it as soon as I get a chance. But yeah, man. I thought the stream went pretty well. 31,000. So, guess we'll come over here, shut the truck off, and get ready to head out of here. So, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for the 150 comments, man. That was great. So I'll see you all next time, and everybody be safe, and I'll see you another time.